Salam, labas, kushi mazian, smiti Aaron. Hey guys, I am with cats. I feel like I'm always with cats. Anyway, it is Monday, couple more weeks till school, and I wanted to just give you guys a quick update on everything that's going on, everything that's going to be going on. These cats are going to kill me. So let's go get these cats some fromage. Oh God, they're all coming. They're all coming. Oh my God. Oh God. Guys, I feel like a Disney princess sometimes. I really do. All right, guys. I have not seen my Masiman lady for a hot minute. It's been a couple months. Now you're probably like, oh my God, do you not eat Masiman? Masima? I think one Masiman is Masima. And I learned today, one fromage. I did not know that. I always just said fromage. So anyway, I haven't seen her in a while. Jack's been asking for one of those Masiman with the omelet and cumin. No. I can't remember. There's a certain way to say it though. Anyway, so we're gonna go walk there and I'm gonna tell you how our summer went. Actually, let's just talk about our year. I have been here for now over a year and a couple of months. And first of all, it feels like I've been here forever. It feels like I've lived here my whole life. Except for not really speaking Tharesia so much and being white as anything. I feel like I fit in. I really do. Oh my God, there's a cute little dog. I feel like it's rare to see small stray dogs. I feel like when you see stray dogs, it's always going to be bigger dogs. But there's a cute little tiny dog. But I'm thinking it might belong to somebody now. It's following somebody. Wait a minute. It is Monday. And it is after 10 o'clock. And this grocery store is not open. I think that's odd. I think that one is always open up at 9. They're also open late for anybody that is in this area that needs somewhere to go. And it's bigger than a Hanut. It's actually like a little grocery store. They've got it downstairs too. So it's actually pretty big. And I was by there the other day at like 1:30 in the morning and they were open. So that's good to know. For those that haven't watched my videos and are new here, this is my city. I live in Tamara. Right there is the butcher shop that I go to. And I believe the name of a butcher in Tharesia is Gazar? Probably saying it wrong, but you guys will let me know in the comments. A truck just went by me and yelled, Momo. How funny is that, Momo? This is the mosque that's in my district, my town. I always say city, but I mean, really, it's not the city because there's a ton of mosques in Tamara. But I live in Wifak, and this is the mosque that's literally right down the street from me. So for those that don't know, George and Oscar, which are two of the cats that I found and saved off the streets, I guess like 5 months ago or something. You know, they've been to the vet, they're fixed, no babies, all that stuff, they're good to go. Like a month ago, they started trying to get out of the house and they would literally run out together and just run off. And one time it was like midnight. I was like, I'm not chasing you. So I let them out. And I'm like, all right, I'll still feed them. They're right in the residence. You know what I mean? Meshi mushkil. I'm not playing games with these cats. Well, anyway, long story short, Oscar is fine. Oscar is loving outside. Georgie, on the other hand, George did not fare so well. And at first I thought he got hit by a car or somebody did something to him or he fell because he had this big, missing mouth. I caught him. I took him to the vet. It turns out he had a tooth infection that got infected like really, really bad. And it caused an abscess. And it like ate away the bottom portion of his jaw. Or just not like, I mean, because the teeth are there. It's just like a little part of his mouth. So I took him to the vet and he's getting all better. But I need to find this spray. Now, I picked him back up on Saturday and I was supposed to get the spray. Guys, I went to like 9 pharmacies to try to find this. And yesterday was Sunday, so most pharmacies weren't open, but I did go around to some that said they were open. Not open. You guys cannot go by Google. Never go by Google here with if a place is open or not, because 9 out of 10 times they're not. All right, what is going on? I think somebody's coming by to sell stuff. And they do like the, yep, he is. What's he selling? I don't know. But these people go around on bikes and stuff, and they like call out this thing, and they're basically looking to sell their stuff, or he can buy your stuff from you. And it could be anything from house furnishings to kids stuff, literally anything. I think I've seen all kinds of stuff on them. All right, so we're gonna go in the pharmacy and we're gonna see if they have this. All right, guys, I just went in the pharmacy to get this medicine for George. It's a spray. It's a spray that you have to spray on his mouth. And it's a blue spray. And I've seen my vet use it all the time. They use it for when they do surgeries and stuff. I think it's just like something to like seal stuff and to prevent antibacterial, bacteria and stuff, right? I feel like it's common. But anyway, I went everywhere, I couldn't find it. I just went in there and I gave her the paper and she started speaking French to me. And I was like, la, I don't speak French, right? And then she hears my English, and I told her, "Suis Darija." Now, I understand that I don't understand a lot of Darija. However, I still request people to speak Darija to me, because in any event, it's still going to help. You know what I mean? It's still going to help me hearing the words from natives. It's going to help me. So I have ChatGPT, and for those that don't know, ChatGPT will translate Darija. Most translators do not translate Darija, but ChatGPT, it does cost, but it does. So I have ChatGPT on my phone, and I told her, speak Darija. She didn't. She spoke French. The lady still spoke French, even though I told her Darija, and she understood. Anyway, long story short, the translation said that they do not make it anymore, and they do not have it. I find that hard to believe because my doctor uses it all the time, and she told me to go get it just Saturday. So they don't have it. Now I've got to call my doctor when they open, the veterinarian, find out what's going on. Let's go get Massimino with bid, omelette, fromage, cheese, and cumin. Let's go. My Massimino lady, she used to be around the corner, like connected to the mosque, but a few months ago, she moved into a new place right around the corner. It's still like, the mosque is still right here. She used to be on that side, and now she moved over here and has her own shop right there, a little bigger, I think, a little more seating area than before, but she's very, very nice. No English, but we make it work. All right, so here's what is going on. It is mid-August. We have just over 2 weeks before school starts. For those that don't know and are asking, my kids are going to be going to KGS, which is a British curriculum, but they also have the Moroccan curriculum, but it is taught in English. So even though like they teach Arabic and French, like my kids will learn Arabic and French, they have it's English taught. So everything is in English except for the Arabic and French lessons, but they also have support because my kids obviously will need support. So they're going to start, I think it's September 5th they go. I already paid my payment. Big news. I made a video like a month ago about, so if you watched like a month and a half ago, I made a video on how much does the school cost here in Morocco. And I said it was like 14,000, a little over 14,000 US dollars. Guess what? I must not have heard this, but when I went the first time to go to the school, I didn't hear them say this, but apparently there was going to be a fee increase of 3.5%, and along with other stuff. Long story short, 14,000 is now 15,000. So it went up like $1,000, a little over $1,000. Meshi mushkil, I have no choice. I have to do it. It's the only school that's in my price range that speaks English, that teaches in English. The only other one that was in my price range that teaches in English is Maple Bear, which is the Canadian one, also in Rabat. But the problem with the Canadian one is because it's Canadian, there are mandatory French tests and stuff. And it would have been too much for Jack to try to do that now. So we are going with KGS. We start September 5th. They are going to get, they're getting the bus. It's from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3:15. There are after school activities that they're going to be using. Let's see, Jack wants to play basketball, obviously Cora. Cameron wants to do gymnastics and dance, and I believe they have both of them there. So the kids are actually really, really excited about school, and I am dying. I cannot wait for the first day of school. I have all these plans, guys. I promise you, promise. Once school starts, 2 more weeks, I will be on a schedule, and there will be videos and content, shorts, lives, reactions for those that watch my reaction channel. You're gonna see. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be doing so much better. But right now, it's kind of like all over the place, and stuff happens. You know, life happens. But inshallah, 2 more weeks, school starts, and we'll all be on schedules. But other than that, this past year has been the most amazing time of my whole life. I have never been more happy than I have since living here in Morocco. So, you know, anybody says, do I regret it? Do I miss America? The answer is absolutely not. All right, guys, talk to you later.